And there is a kickoff. Man, that sun is right in my face right now, so I'll have a hard time with names over there.
Good take on the far side. Let's take a look at...
That was a knock-on the far side, so we'll start with a scrum down to Atlanta.
Let's take a look at NYRC's roster. The tight five, Batser, Villanova, and Skylar Neal are the props. Nicole Carroll, wearing number 22, and Alicia Washington are the locks. Misha Green, Joanna Cruz, and Chloe Jex are the second rowers. Gianna Solomon is scrum half, Nikki Richardson the fly half, Brianna Yerbury, Dana Alamina, Jennifer Solomon, and Sari Levy wings from side to side, and then Tess Fury is your full back. There's a scrum down here early on to the Quins.
First scrum of the game, right off the kickoff. Out to 10, Corinne Heavner. 12, Laura Gardner. 15, Cindy Campbell.
Oh, that's a very good break and good support as well.
Yep, Jessa Hahn. Good takedown by Sarah Levy.
Jessa Hahn did not get the start early last game.
She did not.
And a penalty there to the Quins.
Bridget Cahaley looking to go quick.
She's a very good scrum half. She was really instrumental in keeping them in that game.
She is very feisty. She is, I would call her a forward-style scrum half. Always liking to be in all those breakdowns. So I think that Quins are going to go for points here.
Yeah, Corinne Heavner, very good kicker that we've had in the recent past. And so Heavner will set up from about 15 meters out, just to her left of the line, of the post, excuse me.
Quinn's looking to strike early here.
They did that last time, and this time that will shave the inside of the post. Heavner gets the scoring started with the penalty. (3-0) here early. We've played just about 2 minutes. And already the Quins on the board here in the bronze final.
New York to kick off again. I believe that's Solomon.
It was Nikki Richardson last time who did the kicking duties.
It could be.
She has been getting the restarts
Ball
going.
with Lacey. Cahaley at the base. Finding Heavner. Owen.
Oh,
Beautiful
very good
catch.
ball movement. But
Laura Gardner,
stripped straight away. Advantage coming here for New York as Misha Green, an excellent blindside flanker, brings it through. This New York team has a lot of impact players in the front seven. Chip over the top there from Richardson. Advantage is over as it's played all the way back, and there's an injured Harlequins player in the back line. That is number 2, Carissa Lacey, the hooker. Back under the shadow of their own goalpost. Quinn sets something up. Probably ball coming to Heavner for a kick. No, they'll go short. And a good take there.
Play on.
Play on. You could hear the refs talking. There is Jessa Hahn brought down, still in field. Here for Quins. And now Heavner will come back and put boot to ball. Out of play, it'll go.
Yep, we're looking for a line out here. She's trying to relieve a little bit of pressure for her team. And she has done just that. She's gotten them out of their 22. This will be a line out for New York, thrown by Andrea Villanova.
And Villanova, they'll have to get another ball off the field here, as they had 5 in the line out coming, as you can hear on our ref mic. The directions being given. Good throw to Washington at the back, really having to stay stable. Gets it straight away to Jex. Lots of impact players. Richardson through hands there to Alamina. Out wide to the wing. That is
Fury,
the fullback,
15.
Fury. Also does the goal kicking.
Carry was by Solomon.
Back in towards center field. That is Alamina. No, excuse me, that was 22.
Carroll.
Nicole Carroll playing tight head prop.
Yep, Misha Green.
Very physical,
Nice
very
tackle
active
by Lisa
player.
Jackson there.
And a penalty won They're quickly taken by Washington.
They're good. They're good.
And almost intercepted.
Yep.
Advantage coming here as it's played out wide and looking to go in at the corner is Yerbury. Now good battle for it, 5 meters away from the line. New York pressing.
New York knocking on the door. Atlanta Harlequins having to really launch on defense.
That's Joanna Cruz. Little scoot there from Naomi Betzer, the prop forward, bringing it even closer, 4 meters away now. Good play there by Misha Green. Gets the ball away. There's hands in over the ball. And a penalty one there by New York coming in from the side at the ruck. Quickly taken. Looking to come back in field there is Gianna Sullivan. From the base now, that's Nicole Carroll.
Get back.
Now taking this, trying to
Carried by
go short
Jex.
side is Jex. Did she get it down? Yes!
Try awarded. Is that referee Lou on the field? I believe that is referee Jenny Lou down on the field.
And a very good call there is Chloe Jex.
Yeah, she just charged right through there. So Atlanta Harlequins first with the 3 points. New York on the board now with 5.
Really good physical rugby here from New York to start.
Absolutely. This is going to be a physical game in general. These two teams have played each other a few times this season already, and it's always a hard-hitting physical match. Both teams definitely did physical numbers on the teams they played on Friday, and they're looking to do the same here.
Blue is pushing the outside line around the breakdown.
I believe that's Tess Fury lining this one up.
No, that
Might
isn't
be
Tess.
Nikki Richardson. Cannot tell thus far. Kick is up, and it is straight
good.
through.
Yep, that was.
It was Richardson.
Yep, number 10, Nikki Richardson. So Atlanta Harlequins having to come back now. We're score Atlanta 3, New York 7.
We played just over 7 minutes here of this first half of the bronze final.
Corinne Hevner looking to kick off.
She's got a very good boot. Kicked that penalty early on. And also good from ball in hand, as this one will be taken back by Gianna Sullivan. Brought forward now and kicked over the top.
Courtney Cool looking for that chase.
Cool is able to get it, and now looking to attack back forward, but was ankle tapped. Quick ball inside now here for Quins.
Yep, looking to drive forward.
Very good leg drive there to gain a few extra yards.
Knock on.
Knock on there
yep.
at the breakdown. There is looked like Bridget Cayley just went without it.
No, I think that she went to get it, and I think someone just happened to like tap her or something.
Yeah, it seemed like it's just like it slipped through her hands.
Yeah,
the ball.
absolutely.
So a scrum just inside the Quins half. 7-3 the score now in favor of the New York Rugby Club. Penalty kicked by Corinne Hevner, and then the Chloe Jex try converted by Nikki Richardson.
Crouch.
Another good long pause.
Absolutely,
there.
yep. Jenny Lou. So there's a law update where their front rows are no longer allowed to let their heads rest on each other. So referees are really making sure that that's happening.
Good work through the hands now, Fury.
To Levy.
And goes out of the hands of Levy. It was really good work there going down the entire line and trying to stretch the Atlanta defense out. But
So we're going to have a line out here. Crystal Lacey with the throw in.
that last pass to Sarah Levy just not the best.
No, they lost that one into touch, so now it'll turn over and be Atlanta's ball. Always difficult to throw over Alicia Washington.
Want to give them space?
Capped
Give
Eagle.
White space, White resend.
I said stay on the line. On the line.
So some instruction, just trying to get more space in between the
Yeah,
jumpers.
referee Lou asking for space. Hookers often ask for space too, since they don't want jumpers crowding their marks. Ball in to Chekwecki.
Chekwekwe
Out to Bridget.
get it through. Hevener through hands now and down the line, but a good hit there by Dana Alamina of NYRC, stopping that go forward.
White outside.
Capito
Advantage
playing
white
in the
outside.
centers today. She was on the wing in the semifinal
Nope.
Yep,
against
ball to
Glendale.
Cool, or Santiago. Is that Santiago? I think that's Santiago. Lost
Had
forward.
it knocked out. And
Oh, no, that
taken
was
now
Megan
by
Rom. I'm sorry.
Alicia Washington now advantage. Able to set the platform now.
Yep, so playing New York advantage.
Batser
Green.
working as acting half there.
Green with the carry.
Way to spin through there, Misha Green. Big counter ruck now, Washington. Good offload to Jex. Jex taking on 4 Harlequins players and still in possession. Back in towards center field, Richardson. Alamina. Not tackled. Still going
Villanova
forward.
still going. O'Neal, I'm sorry.
Another
not
knock
O'Neal.
on there. This time by New York, so
Yep.
scrum down for the Quins.
Now we'll have scrum for the Atlanta Harlequins. Good ball movement, honestly, from both sides, but then they seem to let it go forward a little too often. So lots of scrums already. Hard runs and hard hits on both sides here.
Good sort of feeling out process on in this first 10 minutes. 7-3 your score. Just outside their own 22, scrum time now for Atlanta.
Bind.
And we'll have a reset.
Put in by Cahaley. This has been a common theme today with these scrum resets. I wonder if people are trying to get away with more, or refs just really want to reset and have a nice, clean scrum.
Another thing, the referee, Leo, changed her angle. She went right through the scrum to the other side. She was initially on the same side.
Bind.
That means she didn't like
This is-
something that was happening on that side. So, guess we'll see what happens over there. Ball in by Cahaley, strike by Lacey. Ball working its way to the back to Cool.
And she'll
8
take
pick.
it at an 8 pick. And the pass was a bit was both moving forward and knocked on. So 6 of one, half dozen the other. They'll call that a forward pass, I
Yep.
believe, against the Quins.
Yep, and again, it'll come back, and we will have another scrum, this time for New York.
And this time with the put-in will be Jonna Solomon.
Temperature is definitely dropping as the sun starts to go away.
Of course, we had the time. Of course, we had the time change today,
It's
and
true. True, so the sun's going to start going down, and we're just going to get cold.
thank goodness we brought all these layers.
I have lots. I have a whole bag full, thank goodness. I do wish a space heater for my feet, though.
I'll go grab you one at halftime. You want one?
Maybe.
Yeah. And that
Well,
one.
that's a
Oh,
Levy.
and again, Levy fumbled it.
Man, this
That's
is
the second time she's had.
This is a game of knock-ons. Both teams have have gotten something going, and then just a quick knock-on.
Knock on
Looks
the
like-
touch.
Blood.
We have blood, so
Yep.
we're going to have the clock stopped here.
Number 8, Courtney Cool, looks like she's going to have some blood, so we'll see who comes in for her.
Must have been just like an accidental clash of heads or something. And
They're going to take the line out.
Yes, I changed my mind. Scrum. Okay, they're going to go for scrum.
so New York is, Atlanta, they're going to take the line out here.
They are. Let's see what's happening with blood, if they're just going to patch it and then go.
There's the medical staff out there attending to the Harlequins, number 8, Courtney Kuehl. Now water carriers making their way out as well for both teams.
Yeah, this gives the team a chance to have a little chat. Forwards get a little water, especially with how many scrums we've had. Lots of knock-ons today.
That's been the story of these past few games, just scrummaging all this time.
I know, those poor tight 5, they're just exhausted by the end of the game. Although, I see New York's tight 5 over there high-fiving each other, so they're not tired yet.
They've been having a good performance thus far today.
They
I mean,
have.
did get a forward try as Chloe Jex was
That's true.
able to dot down, and it's just really been big beef rugby today, if you will. It's just
Yeah, we
very
talked.
strong
We
players.
talked in previous games about those forward punches coming through around in their green zones. We'll see if that happens here with the Harlequins and with New York. Looks like we're ready to go. Courtney Cool has bandaged up her whatever was bleeding. We're going to start with a scrum here to Cahaley, to the Harlequins. Bridget Cahaley with the put-in.
I thought they said they were going to take the line-out option. They must have changed their mind.
I don't know. Some referee talk down there.
Maybe they decided it didn't go out into touch, so they didn't have the option. It was still knocked on and fell in and
Not
played.
knocked into touch.
Right.
Fine.
Good, healed out there. And Heavner through hands. Might have been knocked on there for a second. Looked awful close.
Agreed. Santiago with the run.
Good tackle there by a number of NYRC players.
Out the
Maybe
back to Heavner to Campito.
She was maybe thinking about the kick there for a second, but Campito with a good half break to gain some meters outside their own 22.
It's true. At least they're outside of the 22 now, relieving some pressure. We have another knock on here.
And that was by the Quins, I believe. Yes.
Yeah. Yep. So it's going to be a scrum to New York. I just heard someone down there from the ref mic say another scrum.
Yeah.
It's been that kind of day, I think.
It is. Which is funny. It's not a wet day. The field, I'm pretty sure is dry. Granted, we're up and away from it, so we can't see it ground level. But
it seemed pretty dry. I mean, the sun had been shining on it just about the entire day. I mean, but it's just. I think the pressure right now is getting to everybody.
Well, these are the WPL National Championships. You know, this is the finals. This is the 3-4 match. So definitely want to perform well. Big push by the Harlequins. New York gets it out cleanly.
Trying for the break there, Alamina. Good support from Solomon. That's Jen Solomon, the center. Jana Solomon is the scrum half with ball in hand. Behind Washington. It went backwards. It went backwards.
It sure did. Chloe Jacks with ball in hand.
Spinning through. She's going to get her second try.
She sure is. Chloe Jacks is just a powerhouse.
Wait a moment.
Oh, timeout.
Time off, and they're going to bring one of the assistant referees in to have a chat. And let's take a listen.
Taylor, you happy with that? I agree. Yeah. Thank you. Second. Yep.
I think it's going to be try time. Yes, it is.
It is. It is. Jenny Lou just checking in with her AR to make sure that that was actually what was going on. Great. It's great help for these center refs to have these ARs to really make sure that they have eyes in every area of the field.
Instead of touch judges that you will sometimes get at some local matches.
Right.
Yeah, just.
Well, so in the Women's Premier League, we've really tried to professionalize it in that we do have 3 qualified referees at every match so that you have true ARs to help those center refs.
So Nikki Richardson bang in front of the post. She converted the first try by Jex. Let's see if she can get the next.
Atlanta Harlequins regrouping in the try zone. And it is good.
And that is good. So 14-3 in favor of the New York Rugby Club. With 17 or so minutes gone here in the first half. And once again, Atlanta, apart from that penalty, I just haven't really seen their identity thus far.
Yeah, they haven't really gotten it going. Like what happened, like we talked about, what happened with the knock-ons is they'd start something and then a knock-on would happen.
Oh, and a good bounce back.
carry.
Really good bounce back right to Jessa Hahn off the kickoff.
Chekwecki to Jackson.
And let's see if the Quins can do something here.
To Heavner. To Owen. Owen to Gardner.
Now still working here as we've got the sun in. I've swapped out to my sunglasses right now.
Grisha to Jackson. Jackson
lost
it,
backwards.
but backwards.
Chikweke,
Lost 4 by the tackle.
but it'll come back for the knock-on there against NYRC.
Oh, New York popped it forward, so we're going to have a scrum down to the Atlanta Harlequins.
Good attacking chance here as they are 10 meters inside the NYRC half.
They are right about on the 15-meter line.
And let's see if this NYRC forward pack, if they can keep up the excellent work they've done thus far.
Fine.
Nice strike by Lacey. Back to Cool.
Cool will take it out for the base of the scrum. Heavner, Campito calling for it. Support
Campbell.
run there from Campbell.
Nice
Good
run.
half break there.
A ball got popped loose someplace.
Leave her now.
NYRC has it. Play on the signal from Ms. Liu.
Yep. Jenny Lou says keep going. Out to Richardson.
She will put
Clearing
the boot
kick.
in over top.
Okay.
And Hahn running back to try and take that one. And
Hahn on the run.
Good work here from Hahn. Gaining space. Nice handoff. Hahn looking for support. Has it. And it's played back.
Looking to go wide.
Drifting pass there as again they'll change it over to the far side.
Courtney
That's
Cool.
Cool. Capito in support there as well. Great running rugby here from Quinn.
See, here's some movement from Atlanta Harlequins. Uh-oh.
And they've won a penalty. They've won a penalty.
Looks like they're going to slow it down. Maybe take a line out. Give everybody a chance to have a little breather. That was some great face play there by the Atlanta Harlequins.
Yeah, I mean, Jessel Hahn did great. She gained about 30 meters herself, just sprinting back off that kick chase.
Yes, she did. So Jessa Hahn's actually a forward, normally plays in the flanker position. And just has the pace at wing, though.
Yeah, and she came off the subs bench against Glendale. Started there as they elect to leave Kelly Smith off, as well as Robles. Couple of changes there.
Both on the bench today for the Atlanta Harlequins. We'll have a throw in by Carissa Lacey.
Yeah, as Campito moved into the centers, and Nelson will be, and Meredith Nelson brought in. Maul is formed on that far side.
Still going. It's still going. Ref hasn't asked for it yet. Still moving forward.
Still going. Let's see, can they get the pushover?
Still going. Still moving forward.
Oh, it's still in
added
action.
more people in.
They are over
And
the
they're
line.
over the line.
But wait, no, they're just short, it appears.
And that's a try.
A push.
Try Atlanta Harlequins pushover from that maul. That was beautiful.
Really well done there, executed off the line out.
Yep. Looks like they just recycled players to keep pushing that over the line.
Just getting everybody back. Put your shift in and then go to the back. And Quinn's able to cut into this lead.
Yep, that'll give them 5 points on the board to add to their 3 from Hevner in the beginning.
And she will try and convert this try.
She will. This is a kick, almost from the sideline.
20 meters out for the goal line, 5 meters in from touch, far sideline for Hevner.
Yeah, great phase play by the Atlanta Harlequins. New York in their try zone, we're figuring it out, having some conversations. I'll apologize to anybody that I called the wrong number. The sun is right in our eyes right now, and
We've both got the sunglasses on at the moment, so
trying to make sure we get the right numbers.
And even then, we're still protecting ourselves with our hands on our foreheads.
It's true.
Here's Hevner. It's a good-looking strike, and
it's
good.
good.
It is good for
Look at
Hevner.
that. Very nice
So
strike.
14-10 now. Corinne Hevner has been an excellent kicker this entire weekend.
Yes, she has. Great boot. You can tell she's been practicing that kick. So New York will come back and kick off. So Harlequins have closed that lead to 2 points. Richardson with the kickoff.
Just over midway through this first half, excuse me. And the
Short kick.
fielded backwards there and finally taken,
taken by
by
Carissa
Lacey.
Lacey. Nice ruck. Ball out from Cahaley to Hevner to Owen.
Good quick ball, and she's got some support on her shoulders there.
She
the prop
does.
Forward.
Yeah. Oh. Cahaley scoops that ball out.
Hevner looking
going
to
wide.
spin it wide. Does find Campito, and now far side.
Yep.
Looking to
Campbell.
run in that shadow on the far side.
Campbell still going.
Oh, she ran and right into a wall. An advantage coming.
Great tackle. I'm not sure. Was that a high tackle advantage?
Wait a second. Time off here.
Yep. Cindy Campbell needs a
Yes,
moment.
Campbell definitely hurt. She just ran into a brick wall right there practically. And
Yeah, I think that they may have called that a high tackle. Referees are going to have a chat
here
about
is,
it.
Yeah, high
Yep.
tackle. Yellow card is going to be coming.
We don't know. Hold on.
Yeah, number 10, Nikki Richardson, I think will have to sit in the bin.
Let's see what referee Lou goes.
Let's
Does
listen
she
in
go
as
to
well.
a pocket?
So no wrap tackle, and that's dangerous.
No wrap was the call. You could hear it, and she will sit 10 minutes.
Yep, New York down now 14 players for the next 10 minutes. That was a no wrap tackle is what that call was. Cindy Campbell still sitting.
She didn't use her arms in the tackle.
That's
in other
correct.
words. Yeah,
That's correct. In rugby, that is not allowed. You must make an attempt to wrap your arms. Looks like Captain Courtney Cool is calling for a substitute.
Yep.
Kelly Smith coming off the bench. Kelly Smith has paper in hand.
The injured player, she's wearing number 24 today. And the player getting her, yep, Kelly Smith wearing 22, excuse me, today. And she will come on to replace Cindy Campbell at fullback. Smith started as a winger in the semifinal match they had against Glendale.
She did. She had a beautiful takeoff of a wiper kick. She just has phenomenal pace. Looks like Cindy Campbell's holding a leg up, so not sure how that collision happened.
White Captain, are you all right?
She's being assisted.
You good?
All right, so we will get time running again here now.
I was going to wait for her to get off the field.
So referee Lou waiting for injured player to get off the field. We will have then a penalty restart for Atlanta Harlequins. I believe Corinne Hevner is going to have a kick for touch so they can have a line out.
And
Nice
it's a pretty
strike.
good kick too.
Yep, will be
Gets a bit more territory, and they will have the throw at the line out.
they will. Carissa Lacey will have that line out. It's an unfortunate loss for the Atlanta Harlequins. Cindy Campbell having a great game, having great pace out there at 15. Ball in and line out. Alicia
And
Washington
a
comes
steal
up with it.
by Washington. She has been so influential.
Oh, sorry.
Been offside and knock
on.
called against New York. Washington has been definitely one of the better jumpers, the better takers in the line out. Her and from Berkeley All Blues, Kedra Davis, very influential there as well.
Alicia Washington is just, for lack of a better term, a beast. She's just a fantastic rugby player. She sees the field well. She reads and read that line out perfectly, ended up with the ball in hand.
Crouch!
So now scrum down for the Harlequins, just inside their own half.
Ball in by Cahaley. Strike to the back. Out to the backs to Hevner.
Good movement there.
Yep.
They
Gardner,
skip Capito.
Smith.
First action here
Smith
for
looking for pace.
First action here for Smith.
Yeah. Looking for, so Smith has fantastic pace, so she's looking for some space to put that in. Rom with the carry.
Well brought forward there. The
Oh,
arm was
turnover
out.
ball.
Turnover ball here, and maybe an advantage as well for New York. I thought I saw the arm out there.
Solomon to Washington. Washington
Good
has
fend
supportive
there.
Jex.
And she's able to get the offload to Jex.
Yes, she is. Jex with the carry. To Solomon. Solomon to Fury. Fury to Levy.
Finally, Levy able to get it, and she
Ball
keeps it
still
in
in,
field, and it's
and it's
turnover
stolen.
ball.
Gartner with ball in hand. Campito over the top. Cahaley with the ball out.
Oh, loose pass.
Lost back.
But good support there by Quinns to keep it alive. But,
Yeah.
oh, great
Oh.
one-on-one steal there by Nicole Carroll.
Carroll stripped that ball right out of Caitlin Frisch's hands.
Tackle was made. And remember, NYRC down a back.
Yeah, Solomon to Green.
There's Richardson, their goal kicker as well.
That's true. And
He's
they're
sitting for the high
general.
tackle.
They're general at
And
10.
Go with the first one.
We have a knock-on. First knock-on was by New York. So scrum coming up here as the lights have been switched on.
Yep, looks like Kelly Smith fixing a shoe.
That's the second or third time we've seen today's shoes. I mean, we had a shoe come off earlier.
They're just
by
so fast.
an Orsu
They
player,
run
wasn't
right
it?
out
Yeah.
of them.
You can time as tight as you like, but when you're running around so much, it just
Well, and when you're in a breakdown, someone steps on your foot. Your shoe goes with it.
yeah.
All right, so we're gonna have a scrum down here. Going to be to the Atlanta Harlequins.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
thus far a pretty even contest at the scrums. Ball in by Cahaley.
And here's the 8 pick right there.
From
Quick
Cool.
return.
Kelly Smith trying to get some pace going for herself.
But she has been met pretty well.
She has
very
that
good,
beautiful
solid
counter ruck.
defensive line. And is that turnover
Yeah,
ball?
we might have a turnover here.
No, it was knocked on.
Yep,
Couldn't
on.
complete the turnover there. And we will have a stop.
Alicia Washington. Is that Alicia Washington? Someone's taking a moment. Yep, that is Alicia Washington.
Yes, she is. She's down and stretching out that leg, I believe.
Just taking a moment. Hopefully that is all it is a moment. Atlanta Harlequins banding together, having a chat. Same with New York. So the restart after this is going to be a scrum, I believe, to the Harlequins.
Yes,
I think it was
yeah,
a
it
New
was
York
knocked on by
knock-on.
New York. And this would be a big loss if Alicia Washington can't continue.
Looks like the...
She's getting up now.
She is. Looks like New York's warming their subs up just to keep their bodies moving.
Yep.
Looks like Karen Faget is about to go in. She's just handed her sub card to someone. Oh, I'll write her name down, sorry.
She is wearing number 21 today. She started at open side, and Faget is going to enter.
It'll be your scrum. They will team sprint in the middle. The turnover is fine. Then they knock you out. Beautiful.
For Caitlin Frisha.
Yep, Frisha off. Early sub there. If that's a tactical substitution, that's a very early sub.
Sub complete.
That or Frisha has a problem that has gone unspotted.
So it looks like Atlanta Harlequins already have 2 of their substitutes in on the field. Unfortunately, one for an injury and then one for a tactical sub, possibly. Scrum down to Atlanta Harlequins.
Crouch. Fine. Set.
Ball in by Cahaley. Strike by Lacey. At the back with Cool.
She will go it herself, gives it right back to
Yep, to
Cahaley,
Cahaley.
and she's got a half break there.
She does.
Good offload.
Good pace there by Cahaley as well. Santiago.
She's getting some support there, Raven Santiago.
She is. Alicia Washington just came off that line so fast. Kelly Smith down over on the other side of the field, taking a moment.
They get it back. Heavner will put boot to ball.
Yep.
Crossfield kick.
Looking to try to...
And Levy, yeah, having to stare in the sun there.
Oh, yes.
They're going to say that went backwards. You can hear her say, put her down in that tackle.
Yep, now they're going to hold her up, see if they can get that ball back. And they did. They held her up enough to get the ball
And
back.
look at the celebrations there, especially from Mo Capito.
I would bet this is something that Coach Rosalind Chow has them practice quite a bit. So that holding that ball up so that they can end up with the ball back in a scrum.
Definitely is. Now scrum down at the NYRC 10-meter line. Clock is a bit inaccurate right now. We had a issue with the internet, but
I'm sorry.
we're back running.
Oh, easy up. Physio on the field.
Baby on the field.
There's a baby on the field.
Physio on the field. He just ran out.
Physio, not
Physio,
a baby.
I thought it was baby. Yeah, Physio is taking care of the substitute there, Kelly Smith.
Kelly Smith.
They're on the far side.
No babies. My baby's at home. Just checking out
And
Kelly
if
Smith.
she can't continue, look at she's raising her arms right now. Is that a concussion check or is
Nope,
that
nope. He's checking her shoulders right now,
Yeah.
just making sure that she still has stability in them. She went down on the far side of the field after a carry, so possibly just a little shoulder something. So
yeah, maybe
we'll
took
see.
a knock there, but
We shall see what happens. Hopefully she gets to play. If not, the Atlanta Harlequins are going through substitutes very early in the match.
yeah, so that would have to be 3 subs.
Yeah.
2 basically enforced.
Yeah.
And the third one, I don't know what the deal is with that, but
It looks like she's good to go. Physio Jeff seems to be walking away.
yep, he's going to be leaving the field here.
Yep. And so thank you to Glendale for providing us with such awesome medical care here.
And scrum down now once again.
The wind is picking up here in Glendale, Colorado.
It is at our backs, and it's a cross-field wind from where it is set up as the sun just about ready to peep below the Hyatt Place Hotel, proud partner of the Rugby Town USA and the Women's Premier League Finals, and the hotel I've been staying at the past couple days.
Very nice.
It is a very nice hotel. There's a penalty in at the scrum, quickly taken here by Quinns.
Yeah, Courtney Cool with the carry there.
And an advantage here. I don't think they were back 10. Good way to get the hands free there. Was that Lisa Jackson?
It sure was.
Bringing it forward?
Yep.
That might be a deliberate knockdown.
No, Jenny Lou wants to have a conversation. Yep, so you can hear the wind right now blowing behind us.
And also through the referee's microphone.
Well, that's also true.
Picking up. We've got the wind guards on our mics.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, these
good.
little things. These little foam things.
Looks like we're taking a scrum.
Right here.
Looks like we're taking it right. Not a scrum. Sorry,
Going
penalty.
for the line out. They will set the attacking line out. And that
is right on that try line
And-
almost. They'll take it at the 5-meter
and
line.
Sarah Levy is claiming that one went out in the in goal area.
Oh, interesting. We don't have any TV to go to.
We
so
do not have the TMO.
I can't help you there.
As the throw from Carissa Lacey. 5 in the line out here.
Just a little bit of an
Knocked
overthrow.
forward, knocked on as a
Knocked forward
result.
by New York. Oh, by Atlanta.
Yeah, by Atlanta on the take. There, the jumper. Was that Fauché going up for that one, or?
You know, I'm actually not sure. I need the sun to not be right in my face. Almost behind a building, everybody. Then it will be much easier.
Couple more minutes, people.
So this is going to be a scrum down to New York, deep in their red zone. Deep in their defensive area. We'll see. Maybe they'll kick to relieve some pressure.
And Richardson is back on the field as her yellow card is done.
Yellow card has expired. Update, looks like Cindy Campbell, it was an ankle. She's on the sidelines back with her team, just with some ice on it. Scrum to New York, ball in by Solomon. To the back at Jax.
And time off here is, I think, the AR.
Scrum collapsing, reset.
Yeah, we'll do it over again here. And
Talk to one blue.
you can hear talk to one blue, so they're wanting to have a word with Megan Rahm, maybe about her scrummaging, about her positioning as a prop.
Let's see, she's on our side, so we can actually see what's going on.
Find.
Ball out
Jax.
to Chloe Jax.
Trying to exploit this blind side and lost it in the tackle there under the pressure of
Yeah.
Laura Gartner.
Yeah, Laura Gardner. Looks like she went by Chi-Chi Chekwecki, and then Laura Gardner and Jessa Hahn stopped her in the end.
Yeah, Hahn was coming in to cut off the lane, and then you saw Gartner come in with the tackle and force the error.
So that will give the Atlanta Harlequins back the ball.
Find.
Ball in by Cahaley.
And we'll have another reset.
Yep, something is not going right there.
I think it's not hitting square. Yeah, they're saying that Megan Rahm was.
Okay, that's 1U. Now 1U here. All right. Stay square.
Yeah, stay square is the call.
So that was on Neal, Skylar Neal telling her to stay square. So it sounds like we're having loose head and tight head squareness issues.
Find.
Still Atlanta Harlequin scrum. Ball in by Cahaley. Waking its way to the back for Cool. Offload to Cahaley. To Gartner. Oh,
A lot
not
of
to
options
Gartner.
in center field.
Yep.
That has to leak all the way back
All the way to Smith.
to Smith. Whereas Corinne Heavner elected not to play at that one. Now good hit
Cool.
up here from Kuhl.
By herself. Oh, Angie Owen comes in.
Heavner.
To
Swings
Gartner.
it out wide.
To Smith. Smith trying to get her
Good
hands
tackle
free.
there by Richardson.
Yes, it was. Czechwecki.
Gets the arms free, but can't do anything with it.
I don't know that anybody was coming into that lane.
Yeah, she did not have a passing option.
Up early, White. Up early, 1.
So potential penalty coming up here. You heard in the background, off early 1.
Oh, looks like White also has their hands in when they're not supposed to. Yep. Oh, knock on by White.
Yeah, knock on.
Got it. So someone had their hands in that breakdown and ended up pushing that ball forward.
Yeah. As we are approaching the last 5 or so minutes of half number 1 of the bronze final, NYRC still leads this one 14-10.
Yeah, it's still a very close game, just like all of our games have been, especially right around halftime. All of our games have been very, very close games.
Really well matched.
Yeah, absolutely. So we want to see here. So another knock on by New York. So we're going to have another scrum down for Atlanta Harlequins. Heavy scrum day here in Glendale.
And this turf, a really good platform for a scrum as well.
Not muddy, so feet aren't going to be slipping, even though we've seen quite a few scrums collapse.
It's firm, but with a good bit of give as well for the feet.
I think we have a shoe tie that's happening.
Yeah.
Right,
Did
referee
she call
Lou?
for time off?
I didn't see her say time off. I did see her just look at her watch, though. Oh, yep, she did. Now time back on.
Time is back on.
So referee Jenny Liu played last fall for the Glendale Merlins. And now is taken on this big reffing adventure, which is fantastic.
And she's done a pretty good job here in the bronze final thus far. Is
Doing a great job.
really.
Ball's in. Cahaley having
First
to pick it
receiver
out.
there is Heavner. Now she goes down the line. Campito has an option outside her, but a good tackle put on there by Sarah Levy.
Czechwecki
And
coming
now
through.
she's got the
Looking for
corner.
this.
She's going to
She
score.
does. It's trying to center it.
Chi-Chi Chekweke with a good late try for Quins.
Very nice. Great tackling over here, though, by Sarah Levy. Just ended up getting sucked in and having an overload by the Atlanta Harlequins.
And a lot of fans a lot of other players sticking around, and it's
So today is the last day of the Women's Premier League Championship. So all the teams that played earlier today now get to hang out and watch the rest of these now that their matches are
I
finished.
saw Berkeley. They're staying in our hotel last night. They had their Halloween party. Maybe it was Mad Monday or whatever for them, and they were all in costume out in the lobby. I
were
saw
they?
them taking a picture when
very
I got
nice.
back in from what I had done last night.
You know, I'm not sure what the theme is for their social, but so the socials usually have a theme. It's to close down the event. It's just a chance for teams to get together and have a good time.
Get loose and just
well, and enjoy each
themselves.
other.
And that's really the spirit of rugby. I mean, all competitions here is Heavner looking to go 3 for 3 with the penalty, and now this is her second conversion opportunity.
So this is one of the great things about rugby is that after matches, everyone, and it's wide to the right.
Yeah.
Everyone gets together and they are civil, friends, get to enjoy.
I remember reading that the recently concluded Men's World Cup in Japan, they called the volunteers, they took it after the saying "no side," which an old rugby term used to mean the end of a match back in the day, but it survived in Japan as that's their term basically for getting together. That there's no sides. Yeah, It's not one side or the other. We're all playing on the same team. So they called the many volunteers who really made that great tournament happen. Team No Side, and that's really rather interesting here as NYRC gets us back underway.
To Lacey.
Good take there, bounced right into her breadbasket, and she lost it straight away. Clean take back by Nicole Carroll as we are closing out this first half.
Green driving forward.
Really well done here now as Jex sets the platform. Ball comes out. Richardson plays it back in towards center field.
Yep. To Cruz.
And a penalty. And it'll be quickly taken here.
Yep.
She's got
Solomon.
She had
looking for
Washington
Washington.
to her outside. Got a release here in the tackle. Brought forward by Jex. Still driving those legs. She scored both tries today for NYRC. Trying for the pushover here. But a penalty.
No.
They
Well, maybe it
called
is.
maul.
What did she,
And that's
that was
halftime. Yeah, that's halftime. She
Okay.
called a maul and had been collapsed, I believe.
That's true. But it wasn't a penalty because I think she would have made them play on. So called something, and we'll end this half. So right now, this is a 1-point match.
15-14 in favor of the Atlanta Harlequins at halftime of the bronze final on the finals day here of the 2019 Women's Premier League Rugby here on FlowRugby.tv. So the team's getting back ready here for the second half. It is a 1-point game at the moment.
Atlanta Harlequins are leading New York Rugby Club 15-14. Center ref Jenny Liu, something to mention, she was playing in the national championship final last year at this event. She played for the Glendale Merlins in the national championship. Also a former Eagle scrum half.
And now she's moved over to having the whistle in her hands.
Yeah,
She's
bronze medal match.
done a very good job today.
Yes, she has. Just fantastic to watch how people can grow through the sport. You know, go from playing to reffing. I went from playing to coaching. It's such a wonderful sport.
A great lifetime sport as well. As we are back underway, you could hear Jenny Liu's whistle.
Richardson with the kick. Referee Lou says penalty. Looks like high tackle, actually. Thank you for turning that music down.
Yeah, occasionally I have to be the DJ.
All right, looks like Hefner's going to look for the kick so we can have an Atlanta Harlequin line out.
And it's a very good kick as well. She was able to get it inside the New York half there as the sun still peeking through.
It looks like just the half, though.
Yeah, just at it.
I'm not sure who that is on the other side. Is that Fenaroli? I don't know.
Yeah, taller fella.
One of the refs, if you hear me, come tell me who is reffing on that far side.
Oh, good.
Line out ended up in Kahali's hands to Megan Rom. Rom charging through.
Good work on here now.
Yep. Ball to Hefner. Hefner to Gardner. Gardner to Campito. Campito to Smith. Smith looking for some pace and space. Solomon.
Oh, she shrugged off Solomon, right? No, excuse
No,
me.
that
was
wasn't Solomon.
That was Alamina. They're in front. And now Quinn's setting up back right center field.
Chekwecki.
Short ball.
Going left out to Hefner.
Looking again on that far side and jumping out of the line. And we're going to come back for, there was a knock on by Atlanta. They're in that tackle.
We have any substitutions? I see one. Shamira Robles, number 16. Let's see. I'm actually not sure who she came in for. Let's see who's still out there.
She was a start. She started in the centers last game. She probably came in for Gartner, maybe Jessa Hahn.
They're still out there. Marcel. She went in for
She went in
Marcel
for the other
Nelson.
winger, Marcel Nelson. A good
A big
scrum there
week
from New York.
by Jex.
Jex.
Jex making lots of ground.
Very good. She got about 10, 15 meters on that run. Easily well past the gain line as Washington. Maul engaged. Maul has been engaged.
It's a maul, so Atlanta Harlequins holding up this ball. It will end up being an Atlanta Harlequin scrum.
Yeah, nobody there to help Washington out. And a bit of confusion maybe amongst New York.
Definitely something that you don't see a lot is that idea of holding up that ball carrier. So it is unplayable. Once it's unplayable, referee will blow their whistle, and that team gets the ball.
And as you said earlier, Rosalind Chow, almost certainly that's something that she's worked on.
Absolutely.
With this team.
Rosalind Chow, Atlanta Harlequins head coach, also the head coach of Life University in Marietta, Georgia. Head coach for New York is Tiffany Faye, I believe. It's still.
Reset.
Yeah. Scrum collapse there.
Collapse there on the near hand side. Never really properly engaged.
Yep. New York's coach, Tiffany Faye, captain of the Eagles in the last World Cup.
Of course, the 2021 will be the next Rugby World Cup for women. Recently concluded for men. And great celebrations all throughout South Africa. I had the chance to see some of those pictures.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Unbelievable. An absolute great moment.
What a final, huh?
Great final. South Africa just played their tails off.
Absolutely.
Right there. And
referee Lou not
kick.
happy. Free
It's a free
kick for
kick here.
Harlequins. Oh,
and
goodness.
now we got early take there. Yeah,
So early drive by New York Rugby Club's forward pack. That was the call there by referee Lou. So it'll be a free kick for the Harlequins. Bridget Cahaley to take the tap.
Good tap.
Lacey.
Shooting out of the line there was
Richardson.
Nikki Richardson. Very well done.
Taken down by Villanova. Back to the weak side to Rom to check. Ooh, not to Chekwecki. Sorry, she didn't let go of that.
Now Chekwecki setting the platform as they come back infield to Heavner.
Hevner to Santiago. Nice tackling, New York.
Really not letting them get past the gain line
their
here.
launch
Very
is
well
beautiful.
done.
Robles.
Offside advantage here.
Tackled by Chloe Jex. Hevner. Lacey.
And again, shooting out of the line there was number 11, Brianna Yerbury, who came on as a sub in NYRC semifinal against the Life West Gladiatrix, who will be playing in our final. That'll be scheduled for 5:30 local time, 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. Good counter ruck, and I believe is that turnover ball?
I think it is.
Yes,
I believe it is.
The advantage was over as now they go through the hands. Coming through is Nicole Carroll.
Yeah, Gio Cruz stole that ball.
They had the offside advantage earlier, but Jenny Leo must have called that over. They've got Yerbury out on the wing.
Yep,
Good spin
Yerbury
out
to
to
go.
her. Looks for the offload and gets it back inside.
Solomon, Alamina over that. Alamina with ball in hand right now.
Yeah, she was never properly tackled and is able to release. Very good
messy
counter
breakdown.
ruck. And a penalty one.
Yep, coming in from the side.
Coming in from the side there, Quins.
Messy breakdowns. We'll see if Jenny Lou helps them to clean it up with some more penalties.
Quick
Carried by
tap
Green.
taken. Back in towards center field, Misha Green. Solomon.
Richardson.
Little
Villanova.
skip there. And
Villanova's broken through.
Only one to beat. And Campito was well up to the task there with the tackle.
Beautiful tackle by Mo Campito.
Read it perfectly. Oh, that looked ugly. Staying off their feet at the breakdown. Can't take part, obviously, as Richardson swings it out wide. This is Fury looking to shoot the gap. Still not there, about 3 meters out from the line.
Back in to number 1.
That would
Batzer.
be Naomi Batzer, the prop forward. Couple of options here as Solomon goes herself, I believe that was. Penalty to Atlanta.
They're going to slow it down, I think. Not releasing.
Not releasing the ball at the breakdown. And now clock stopped.
I didn't see you. Yeah, I got it.
We got some blood, it looks like.
That'd be Nicole Carroll, I believe, going off for blood.
We have a blood substitution. Blood sub.
Looking at a blood
So
sub, possibly.
Sub. Also, we have number 23 coming on for Atlanta.
Yep.
Getting ready is.
White blood sub? Yeah.
And the blood sub will be number 17, Amber Chandu, entering.
Yeah, you as well.
Maggie Craig coming in for the Atlanta Harlequins.
Front rower.
Front row sub going in for Angie Owen.
So she will replace Owen. Scrum down here. No, excuse me, that was a penalty.
Correct. Penalty to the Atlanta Harlequins for not releasing by New York.
So Heavner will put boot to ball. So we have the blood sub there as that was Nicole Carroll going off, replaced by Amber Chandu, as they will try and get her patched up and bring her back on. She's being attended to near side by the touch-in goal flag.
Line out for the Atlanta Harlequins. Clean off the top to Heavner.
Very good work through the
out
hands.
to Robles.
Good take there.
Great launch by Jen Solomon out there to shut that down. Heavner. Campito. Oh, nope, to Smith.
That might have been forward. It was a very flat ball, and Smith puts a foot in touch. Very good tackle there by the cover, the fullback Tess Fury.
Yep, Kelly Smith just stepped a little toe out of bounds. Anything that touches that line is out of bounds. So, touch judge says that we will have a line out to New York.
So I'm switching back to my my regular glasses now that we are behind. That the sun has ducked behind the buildings, and I think it'll stay that way for the rest of the day.
Agreed. It also means it's making everything chilly. So our final tonight.
That one hung up there. Early lift will be the call. Free
early
kick.
lift for Atlanta. Yep.
But that line out really hung up there, and it was really a problem for Alicia Washington there as Jex trying to cut across everybody. Takes on Hahn. Good ball and all tackle by her on the far side. 25 meters out from the line. Now barging forward is Alamina. Maul formed. And
yeah, and so New York is giving Atlanta some of their own medicine.
Yeah.
Right? They held that maul up. So now this will be a scrum to New York.
And it's a pretty good position, too, about 26, 27 meters out from the line. And another substitution, it'll be number 16 there, Cammy O'Sullivan-Roach coming on, as well as number 18, Abigail Yachts. And Cammy O'Sullivan-Roach
I'm going to let them tell themselves. I can't hear you.
going in. And big hugs there as the retiring players. Let's see who they are.
Skylar Neal's coming off.
That'd be Neal
and Cruz.
And Joanna Cruz there for Yachts, who started the last game on the open side, replaced on the blind side, and was replaced by Cruz, and then Roche once again coming into the front row. Scrum reset here. Bad binding. Maybe it's the new props.
So Megan Rahm popped herself up in that. She was not comfortable. So we have a reset.
And there's another sub getting ready for New York. That is Francesca Sands. She'll come on in the back division probably.
All right, so we'll have a put in here by number 9, Gianna Solomon for New York.
And Nicole Carroll, it looks like she has been taken care of. She's walking back towards the bench right now as the put in.
Jex digs that ball out the back to Solomon.
Looking to go wide on
Levy.
That far wing. Levy got some pace to burn. And a penalty, high tackle. Quickly taken, back in field, Washington. Through heads now. Villanova taken down inside the 22. Bit of a troubler there. Richardson out the back to Solomon. Nifty moves there, and it's through in the corner. Oh, great tackle there made there by Alamina. Double tackle by a couple of Quins.
Great defense there, Atlanta Harlequins. Look like we have another Harlequin coming in, number 17, Darian Lovelace.
So the sub's coming in, and it appears Nicole Carroll's also going to come back on. So
Atlanta 20.
And Sands will Sands is going to replace Brianna Yerbury on the wing. Nicole Carroll comes back, will go back to the bench. Still being treated. Is she going to come in or is she not? As the physio is still looking at her. Line out here for Atlanta, 5 meters from their own line.
Looks like Lovelace went in for Kelly Smith. Looks like they'll push Courtney Cool to the back line.
Yep, Kelly Smith coming back off, so the substitute replaced herself.
Oh, hold on. Are you guys sorted?
Getting everybody figured out as time comes back on.
Line out to the Atlanta Harlequins. Throw in by Lacey.
And a great steal there by Washington, and she will score! Try for Washington on a straight, great read on that line out, and she just was put down and walked it in practically.
Yeah, Alicia Washington read that that Atlanta Harlequins were going straight to the front, and she just jumped right in front of it. She is just that tower of power. You cannot mess with that in a line out. She is, you have to get it all the way over her every time.
And that was, and you could see she was sort of waiting in the line out, waiting for the call to be made. Saw it came to the front, went right up and took an absolute blinder there. So we will get another opportunity to convert here.
Yep, Nikki Richardson will line herself up.
From Richardson. Third try thus far. She's been successful, but this is a very tough kick for Richardson.
Currently, New York Rugby Club is up by 4.
Oh, it's online. Is that going to have the distance? No, just short.
Looks like it was just short. We will stay with the scoreline of 15-19. So Atlanta Harlequins down by 4. Coming out from the try zone.
The blood sub can come back.
So it appears that Nicole Carroll will come back in. As she gets a final check.
27 left. Hold on, time's off. Blood sub's coming.
As exiting is
We have a lot of minutes
Amber
left.
Chandu.
Correct.
Yep. Substitution complete. Yeah. Okay. What's good? All right.
So we'll get the restart here from Hevner. Good boot looking on the far side, taken
Straight to Levy.
by Levy.
Taken down by Hahn.
And jumping in there to get involved at dummy half, Jess Fury.
Yep. Tess Ferry in there. Andrew Villanova with the carry for New York. Forward streaming through, out the back to Richardson.
Will put boot to ball.
To Hahn.
And Hahn spilled it.
Hahn leaves the ball behind. Looks like that's going to be a knock-on.
And New York loves that. They love that they put Hahn under pressure with that kick.
So it looks like we're going to end up with a scrum down here to New York.
Played just about 15 minutes by my reckoning, though we may be a little off due to all those subs.
That's true.
We had the time stopped there. As the final coming up next, and the crowd really filling in here, really picnic atmosphere. Lots of people bringing their own food and drink and beverages today. And also Berkeley just walking past, lots of ice bags on them.
Big scrum by Atlanta.
And a
Nice
great take there. It was left.
Yeah, Karen Faget picked that ball right out when it popped out the back of New York's scrum.
I think what happened was Solomon had some trouble taking the ball out of the back of the scrum.
To Jackson.
And it was left there.
Mm-hmm. Nice pickup by Faget. Hevner out the back to Gartner.
Good work
to Robles.
inside. Oh, that looked forward. That drifted forward. That looked like
Cool.
it drifted forward, but they're going to say it was flat.
Yes, they were. Nice line by Courtney Cool. Hevner, Lovelace. Lovelace driving forward.
Good tackle.
Oh,
big
great
wrestle for
counter
the ball and a
ruck.
penalty
Jenny
to
Lou
Atlanta.
says no. That was in from the side.
in from
Someone
the
from
side.
New York came in from the side.
And do you think Atlanta might go for the points here? Right bang in
Ooh,
front.
Goodness.
We know Hefner's.
Here's the thing. They're down by 4. Corinne says yes.
Yeah,
Corinne
she's
Hevner
wanting the
says
tee.
yes.
Shot? Is there a sub? Oh, shot or shot a goal? Oh, yep, sorry.
Yeah, just a bit of confusion there. The refs thought there was a sub.
Yeah,
And they
it
said,
said
no,
shot at goal.
Yeah.
Shot at goal. That's okay. So Hevner's been on with her boot today, so they're looking to get even closer. So
2 of 3.
Yeah,
Converted a penalty earlier on.
Yep. She makes this, then they're down by 1.
And it's in very good position from her, pretty much right in front of the post.
It sure is. Sure is. Let's see how this strike is.
Looks good.
I think it
No.
was wide right.
It drifted wide right, yes, like you said, so it's going to be a 22-meter dropout.
Sure is. Have a 22-meter dropout for New York. This gives Atlanta the opportunity to have ball in hand again. All right, they're not down by 1, still down by 4. All right, New York looking to clear some pressure, trying to get out of their own end. Jenny Lou having a chat. Oh, nope, that was not Jenny Lou. My fault.
That was just a brief stoppage here as they're waiting for the ball.
Yeah, Richardson with the drop kick.
Very good one.
Headed out to Gardner.
Good take there by Laura Gartner. And a nice run back as well.
Very nice, very nice. Ball to Hevner. To
And she
Jackson,
put it down,
spills
yeah.
it forward.
No advantage. Scrum for New York after the knock-on by Quinns.
Hey, Jenny. Yes. Look at white 3 setup. Okay.
You can hear, look at white 3 setup. And that'd be the replacement. I think that's O'Sullivan Roach. Because number 3, Skylar Neal, is off. But she is playing that number 3, the tight head right now.
Yeah,
Cameo O'Sullivan Roach.
Looking at the tight head. This is going to be a put in by Solomon. What do you think? Jack's going to take this week?
That's fine. Yeah. It's okay.
Jenny Lou sounds so nice down there. That's fine. She just wants them to get it together.
Pop, let's go.
And she's really kept the discipline in check here today, with the exception of that one high tackle by Richardson.
I mean,
But
Jenny Lou, she's done a great job this
She's been a
season.
calming influence.
Always, always. So she was my scrum half at one point, and she is definitely a very calming influence on the field, whether it's reffing or...
That's a bit rare for a scrum half. Usually you expect them to be a little on the shouty side.
Well, she's feisty,
Oh,
but
yeah.
she has a calming voice.
Jex takes it out the back of the scrum, looking for the offload. None there. Now near
Carey.
side, Batzer.
Out to Richardson.
Some good bring forward here as they
Out the
skip.
back to Solomon.
Solomon almost hauled down, able to get the ball free as they come near side. Fury has the substitute Sands there with her.
Compito with the tackle there.
And through the hands backwards of Richardson, the number 10.
Washington at the 9 position.
Richardson,
Into Carroll.
good bringing forward there. Carroll lining up with the backs. Washington drifting back as well.
Villanova with the carry.
Atlanta really shooting well out of the line at the moment. And turnover ball. Out wide it comes. This is Compito trying to step back in. Brought down inside the 22.
Ball to Cool. Cool looking for space.
Might have been offside there, I heard, on the ref mic. Yes, indeed, they'll come back. Penalty for offside against New York.
Not releasing,
No.
as what the hand motion was she just did.
Not releasing.
She's going to have a talk. Maybe that wasn't not releasing. We'll see what she says. There we go.
Okay.
We got the okay.
Bit
That was
quiet.
it.
That was
Yep.
enough.
Line with me.
And she's going to ask, and they're going to go have a chat with each other.
Yeah, so the breakdowns have been a little messy, and Jenny Lou's been really good about policing them. And it sounds like she's had enough with New York doing whatever that she says they're doing. Looks
20
like,
minutes to go. Yeah, our clock is right
Yep, some diving over,
at the moment.
some not releasing. So she's going to try to clean up these breakdowns with the 20 minutes left in this half.
And time is off right now.
It is as the temperature drops here in Glendale, Colorado.
Sun going down, lights coming on. And under the bright lights at 5:30 p.m. local time, it'll be the WPL final. So time back on now.
We're going to have a scrum down here to the Atlanta Harlequins. Number 9, Bridget Cahaley will put the ball in. Looks like we have Darian Lovelace is the one that's packing in at number 8.
Interesting to see what they'll do with Kuehl in the back line down here.
Courtney Cool is actually a crossover. She was a center, and then recently this season she has started playing number 8, and very well.
And you can see her standing off of Heavner's inside shoulder. There's
Look at this
some
driving
good
scrum.
feet work here. Heavner
the back to Cool.
who came in on that curl. Ball is loose.
In the hands of Campito.
Still advantage, still advantage.
Advantage here, though, for Quins.
Out to Robles.
Trying to look
Robles
far
to
side.
Lovelace.
They had Hahn out there as well, but she's being used more, to clear out.
Yep, carry by Santiago.
If Atlanta could get some good phase play going here, this will really test
It could
NYRC and turn this match.
It could turn the tone, yep, to Gartner. Looks like Chekwecki was in front of the ball, so not really a viable outlet.
Great clear out there by Chekwecki.
Yeah, absolutely. To Cool.
And good
Great
shooting
tackle
out
by
from the
Sarah
line there,
Levy.
Sarah Levy.
No, lost that white.
Acting half there was Campito.
Yep, to Megan Rom. Megan Rom getting pushed back there by Carroll.
New York defending the gain line well.
Very well.
Another good jump out there by the substitute, O'Sullivan Roach.
Back to Hevner. Hevner to Robles. Robles looking to punch through into the hand of Chekwecki.
Good forward motion there after the contact by Chekwecki.
Into the hands of Maggie Craig.
But Richardson all over her in the tackle.
Looks like Chekwecki's still down. Maybe a shoe, a cramp, something. Oh, she's okay.
And New York's one turnover ball. But wait a second.
Knock on by New York.
Knock on by New York. So scrum center of the field here coming for Quins.
Looks like we have about 18 minutes left.
Yep, by our clock. Coming up on 17 to go.
True. So enough time for either team to score at this point.
And there's a lot of opportunity. A tight game thus far, 19-15 in favor of NYRC at the moment. Two good tries from Chloe Jex in the first half. And then Alicia Washington.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Had a good pushover. They're late.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Right, the scrum is a little bit slow to set up.
Are you guys ready? Come on. Two sign her hair.
Jenny Lou telling them to hurry up.
You can hear the chanting ATL, ATL by some of the other teams. Harlequin's definitely one of the more popular teams at this tournament.
Atlanta Harlequin scrum. Ball in by Bridget Cahaley. Strike
Good
by
strike
Carissa
for
Lacey. Yep, looking for Darian Lovelace there at the back.
They've won the penalty.
Yep. She didn't see it. So Jenny Lou didn't see that tap, even though Darian Lovelace took it from the back of the scrum.
Now the quick tap taken. Back inside, looking for it now is Gartner. Hauled down about 17 meters away from the line. Back into center field, Lacey.
To that Megan Rom there.
Finally getting out
Chekwecki.
Chekwecki, trying to go forward. Working this short
To
side
Robles.
now. Robles looking
breaking
for
through.
the offload, finds Hahn.
Hahn trying to cut through everybody.
And
spills
lost
it
the
forward.
ball.
Yeah. Lost forward.
Yep, knock on there.
Sub.
And we'll have a substitute coming in here. It'll be number 20, Carly Bliss, and Amber Chandu is going to come on full time. She was the blood sub earlier for Nicole Carroll.
Looks like number 20, Carly Bliss, is coming in for Gianna Solomon.
So a replacement scrum half.
Good, yeah.
There's, I believe that's Solomon.
And who else? I think Carol's actually headed out the back.
Yeah, Nicole Carroll's going to leave and go straight to the physio.
Substitution complete. Over here, guys. White scrum.
Right? New York scrum here.
Was that indeed Solomon who went off?
Oh, you know, I didn't look. Let me see.
Yeah, she's getting hugged right now and going to get the vest put on the bench.
Make sure you wait for all and everybody, please.
Yes, that was Solomon. So a new scrum half coming on is Bliss.
5. Set.
15 minutes remaining by our clock.
Picked by Chloe Jex to the weak side.
She has
Taken
been
by
everywhere tonight, and a penalty one here by New York.
penalty by Atlanta. I think high tackle is what she called on Chichi Chekwecki.
As Jex slow to get up as a result of that.
Chloe Jex has just been phenomenal this match. She's such a powerful runner.
So they'll kick to touch. Nikki Richardson will.
looking to get the line out, relieve a little pressure, get down the field.
Good territorial kick, gains about 10, 15 meters. But more importantly, runs off a bit of time with this 4-point lead.
True. True. New York has some really smart players. They'll think about how they can run down that clock a little bit.
Hold on, 6.
Jenny Lou telling Atlanta that they can only have 6 in their defensive line out. All right, so they drop 1 from it. Villanova to throw in. Back to...
No, we're just going to reset that. I let people coming in and out, all right?
Yeah, so it looks
They're
like
doing it
Atlanta
again,
was
yeah.
up early. It looks like Atlanta went up early, and it looks like it was not straight. So, I think,
yeah, it's the same. That happened earlier,
Yep.
where it's offsetting infractions there at the line out, and Jenny Lewis just had him take it over again.
ball in. Over Alicia Washington, it looks.
And a knock on by
New York.
New York, so scrum coming here for Quinns. Not much time left, coming up on 13 minutes to go. And Atlanta's really got to do something with it.
Yes, they do. They have a scrum here. Let's see what they do with that.
That missed penalty from Corinne Heebner from bang in front of the poles earlier, where she pushed it wide right.
True. So Atlanta right now, they're thinking that with the time left, they probably need to try.
They definitely need to try.
That's true. They definitely need to try.
Down by 4 right now.
You guys all right? Okay.
All right, Jenny Lou having a talk with the scrum again.
And with the forward play that we've been having from New York, it's really going to be interesting to see how they can how
the physicality in this game is just unreal. It's great to see.
the last game of the year, leave it all on the line. How about that?
Absolutely, absolutely. To Heavner.
Good short ball there.
To
put
knock
forward.
on, yep.
Hahn.
Oh, some.
Yeah, but they
Jenny
go
Lou
back to
brings
the
it back.
penalty advantage. There was a penalty advantage. Is that offside or?
No, she looks like it was pulling down.
Yeah, pulling down.
Yep, that's exactly what it was. Pulling down in the scrum. Scrum.
So they'll take it again.
Atlanta.
As we come up on 10 minutes to go.
As the sun is slowly fading behind the mountains.
The beautiful Rocky Mountains in the background here.
Yeah, what a gorgeous place to have a rugby tournament.
Definitely. No doubt about that. As some of the other lights going off, the spare lights that they have on the lower during twilight.
Yep. All the lights around the park are coming on now, so we're in that twilight time.
Great LED stanchions that they have here. As we'll have
Jenny Lou will call it up again. Man, these Type 5 players, they're going to be exhausted by the end of this game.
And they've already used a lot of the subs in the Type 5. I mean, I could see two have gone off for New York. One has gone off for Atlanta, and have been replaced.
That's not a pretty scrum. I knew she'd
Free
call it up
kick.
again. Free kick to Atlanta. Nope.
Again, they got to go to the mark to take that. She took it from.
Well, the idea is they could take it from the very back of the scrum.
Yeah, but she took it a couple steps in. Is the
Truth.
thing? Yeah.
Truth. So that was Darian Lovelace with that quick tap. I think she offloaded to Santiago, to Jackson.
Now right back into field, Lacey, I believe.
Jackson,
That was
Lisa Jackson.
Now they
To
spin it.
Robles, to Chekweke.
Good work back inside by Chekweke. But a good counter ruck as well by New York.
Yep. Hevner goes in to dig that ball out. Cahaly must have had to go in.
Trying to work down that
Lacey.
far side.
Lacey looking for space, still moving.
And bringing it back in towards center field as well.
That's where her friends are, right? That's where all those forwards are.
10 meters away from the line here, Atlanta. Down by 4, needing something here with 10 minutes now remaining. Trailing New York Rugby Club 19-15 in
Chloe
this bronze
Jex.
final as Jex with a big clear out.
New York's if you look across, New York's defensive line is just a wall. And you can see them launch as soon as Atlanta touches that ball. So it looks like we're going to have a couple pick and goes, a few forward balls.
Once again, they set up the old truck and trailer right now.
Picked by Lacey. New York defending these pick and goes very well, not getting many.
And now they're going to go try out the side.
Yeah, Hefner. Hefner gets stopped.
She had Hahn there on that blind side on her shoulder, but decided not to give it up.
All right, ball turnover to New York.
For New York. You can see them getting back. Got to roll away in the tackle there. Atlanta. And now it's time for New York's forwards.
Yep, carry by Alicia Washington.
Now I think it's Batzer bringing it forward.
Still a lot of time left. 9 minutes, 8 minutes. That's still a long time. They're not going to just pick and go the whole length of this field.
I don't think so.
I don't think. Maybe, but that takes a whole lot of fitness.
And yes, and right now you've played as Richardson will put the boot in.
So
she was still within her own 22, so it'll be they will gain a bit of positioning.
Oh, no quick ball. They were looking to have a quick throw in, a quick line out. But referee Lou says, no, it left the playing enclosure. You cannot do that.
Yeah, that one definitely went over into the snowbank.
Thank you. Right here.
So they have to get the new ball and play it out here.
This is going to be a line out to Atlanta. Nikki Richardson cleared to relieve some pressure for New York.
Brought back. Heavner takes it off the turf.
To Robles.
Good hit there on Robles, driving her back.
That was a great tackle by Alamina.
And now Chikweke looking for the offload,
and
it was
to
intercepted
Washington.
By Washington. So now, once again, let's see how New York can defend this lead. They've done admirably thus far.
Yes, they have. They have definitely, and lots of turnover ball here.
Good hit up there by, was that Yachts?
I think that was Yachts, substitute Yachts.
Now they bring it back towards this near side.
Alamina with the carry.
Tackle release. They got to avoid
had to let her go.
They avoided conceding the penalty.
Yep. Bliss to Yachts. Is that who that is?
16. No, that's O'Sullivan Roach. Yachts.
To Solomon. Solomon
Short
to Washington.
Ball to Washington. Returns it. Did that go backwards?
I think so.
No, it did not.
Oh. Scrum down to Atlanta.
7.
What a finish we're in for here if Atlanta can try something up.
I know, man, this is a close game. We've had them all day. It's so great to see. Back and forth rugby. Lots of big hits, lots of pretty things happening. Two East Coast teams battling it out. This will be the third time they've played each other this year.
Coming up on 6 minutes to go here in this one. And the put in here for Kaylee.
Yep, all the way to the back there for Lovelace. Lovelace pick and pop to Kaylee.
Kaylee has a small gap, gives it up on her shoulder. Outside looking there was cool.
Yep.
Cool. Now back inside.
Santiago.
Santiago. Let's see. Knock on, they're saying. And indeed, Atlanta knocked it on. So just as soon as Atlanta is able to try and get something working, they give it back up.
Oh, then a little knock on, isn't it?
It's a big disappointment right there. And New York, excuse me.
Well, they're exploiting these mistakes, right? They're able to just do something with it.
There's time is off to get this scrum set. And really, it just seems like New York can sense that they will be your bronze.
Time on.
Time back on, yes.
5 minutes left. Anything can still happen. We are in a one-score game. put in by Bliss. Bliss to the back. Jack's taking it out. Good tackle by Faget.
Really good, and I think they've got hands in over the ball as well, Atlanta.
It's lost. Yeah, Atlanta ball.
Atlanta able to get it.
In Faget's hands.
No, you're off your feet.
But then off their feet at the ruck. Penalty now to New York.
Lots of back and forth here. Lots of back and
off
forth.
feet was the signal.
Yep. So Richardson's going to look to get this ball downfield. Again, relieving pressure, get them outside of their 22.
And again, more importantly, taking time off the clock.
Absolutely. They'll take some time to set up their line out. And they've got the amazing jumper, Alicia Washington. Atlanta looking to defend this line out. Looks like they have a couple jumpers ready to go up in Darian Lovelace and Chichi Chekweke.
White, get in.
All right, Andrew Villanova with the throw in.
Wait a second, time off here. As they were waiting for another person to join the line out. Yeah, New York didn't have their full complement
Got it.
in the
O'Sullivan
line out
Roach
as Sullivan
was
Roach
missing.
jumps back in.
Ball going back to Alicia Washington.
Great take by Washington to get up there high.
Yep, and a maul
And
ensues.
And really well done here at the back as well. Spins towards center field.
I have no idea where the ball is. It's in Andrew Villanova's hands. Oh,
And
stripped free, stripped
Was
free.
that forward? Yeah. No, it was forward by New York.
No, it's on. White first.
White
And
first.
yeah, first
White
knock
first.
on there by
Yep.
NYRC.
So Atlanta Harlequins ball. Man, this is a nail biter.
They're down by 4. They've got to score a try. And coming up on 3 minutes now to go by our clock. Scrum down right at center field, 15 meters in from touch, right in front of our broadcast position.
You know, perfect. We get to see everything that happens now. New York having discussions about defense, who they have, where they need to go. Atlanta Harlequin scrum, ball in by Cahaley.
Really good scrummaging back.
Stay back.
And Cahaley able to get it clear for Heavener.
Out to Cool.
Cool off that back line,
Cool
trying
looking
to find it
for
wide. They've got Hahn.
Gardner to Hahn.
And
Hahn
she's
looking to
taken
drive
down
forward.
at the 10-meter line of New York. Bit of trouble getting the ball out there for Atlanta.
Yep, from Jackson to Lovelace. Back to
Heavener.
Heavener to...
That was a New
That
York.
was Rom. That was
a
Rom.
New York
Ball
player
popped
shooting
out.
out of the line, and New York will get the turnover. Good pop pass there off the ground. Chance for them to counter. This is Batzer. Batzer carrying a couple people back inside. And New York, they've got to be cognizant of time remaining and just go hit up
Carried
now.
by Villanova. Great tackle by Lisa Jackson.
Good
Trying
counter
to
ruck here
turn that
by
ball
Atlanta,
over.
trying for the turnover ball.
Jessa
But
Hahn
brought out
biting
wide.
in.
This is Levy. Levy only a couple to beat. Great step by Levy. And she will score. Sarah Levy, the winger for New York, has just put paid to this one.
Puts another 5 points on that board for New York. Takes Atlanta even farther away.
That was really well done there by Sarah Levy. As she got that ball from, I believe that was the substitute. That was one of the substitutes. It might have been Alamina who got it to her, but definitely a great try.
Yeah, great ball movement.
Really well worked out onto that far side.
And they read that really well. When Jessa Hahn came out there, she bit in a little bit, and New York just read that well. They read that side and put Sarah Levy away.
And now New York definitely going to take as much time as they can here on this kick from Richardson. 2 of 3 thus far. Here's say you've only got about 10 seconds.
Not much time left. We're getting ourselves prepared for the national final here against the Glendale Merlins and the Life West Gladiatrix. That was
And
good.
it's good. Very good kick. 3 for 4 today for Nikki Richardson with the boot.
That takes us to 15-26.
And we are
That is
running very short on time.
11 points is pretty hard to get, so I'm going to say that
Subs, what? 1 minute.
And a late sub here.
1
We've got
minute left
1
is
minute
what I hear
left.
referee Lou
1
say.
minute left there as Imani Shirley will come in.
Wait,
A late
that was
change.
14 that came.
For Sarah
Yeah,
Levy.
that was 14.
Yeah, Sarah Levy off.
Wait, just a second. Wait.
Time is not expiring as they're having these
Yeah,
conversations.
they're having, it has been stopped, but we are very close right now.
Substitution complete. Okay.
All right, so Sarah
Our
Levy
clock
off.
is over time right now, but there's still about a minute left on the referee's watch as Heavner puts boot to ball. Good take there in the air. I couldn't tell who that was.
Me either. Contested by Jessa Hahn.
And now
Richardson to Villanova.
it'll just be hit-ups, I think, for New York for the next bit of time. Maul has been formed.
Mall has been formed. Atlanta ball. Time
Atlanta
is not
ball.
up yet. That has. Whoa. Language.
Our apologies.
Oh, boy.
This
We
is
need.
this is a live broadcast. But that is,
White 8 off.
yeah,
Oh,
white number.
Chloe Jeck's coming off. Number 19 to replace her, Stephanie.
Stephanie Yepes will come
Yepes.
on. Very late replacement here.
So there's probably 30 seconds left, if that.
And a real big cheer coming from the NYRC supporters. A great win here in the bronze final for them tonight.
Come on, New York.
As the sun's setting right in our viewpoint.
Find. Set.
Ball in for Atlanta Harlequins. Bridget Cahaley.
Kaylee able to get it in there.
Out.
This has to
Out
be
to
the,
Heavner.
this has to be the last play of the match.
Hebner to Robles. Robles to Gardner.
Back-
Gardner to Cool. Cool looking for space. Trying to round that corner.
She's not. She's going to go
Back into
back
Gardner.
inside. Well done here for Atlanta.
Cahaley. Ball to Lovelace. Lovelace to Jackson. Jackson hard running forward.
You can hear, though, the New York supporters saying, get it out, and that's
Yep.
a penalty.
They will allow them to play.
Still play on
Yep.
here. They charge forward, and they will get
And
the try.
They sure will.
That'll be number 17, Darian Lovelace, scoring for Atlanta here on the final play of the match.
It will not be enough to put them in the win, but it definitely feels really good to put that last
A
try
lot of
down.
pride there, especially for
Absolutely.
the substitute Lovelace.
That's heart right there, putting that team together.
So Heavner will line up the conversion. She is 2 for 4 on the boot with the boot tonight. 1 penalty, 1 conversion.
You'll see behind the uprights, there are the Glendale Merlins getting themselves warm and ready to go for this final match.
Heavner misses on the conversion, and that is it.
That is the match.
And look at the celebrations from NYRC, your third place winners this year
Yep, third
in
place,
the WPL.
New York Rugby Club. Fourth place, Atlanta Harlequins. Looks like they're having their heads held high. They did end that on a very positive
that
note.
was a very good good game of rugby, not really truly decided until the last 5 minutes.